San Francisco moves to consolidate city permitting functions. San Francisco is taking a structural step to address one of its most persistent operational challenges: fragmented and slow permitting. Mayor Daniel Lurie has launched the process to consolidate the city's planning department, Department of Building Inspection, DBI, and Permit Center into a single permitting entity. The move is intended to improve coordination, reduce delays, and provide a more predictable permitting experience for homeowners, small businesses, and builders. The consolidation effort is part of the mayor's Permit SF initiative, first launched in February 2025, which targets bureaucratic friction that has long slowed housing construction and business expansion across the city. Permitting delays are no longer just a process problem. San Francisco's permitting system has been widely criticized for years, particularly for housing development. City leaders have acknowledged that complex workflows and overlapping departmental authority have made San Francisco one of the slowest cities in the country to approve and deliver new housing. The proposed consolidation reflects a growing recognition among local governments that permitting delays are no longer a background administrative issue. They have become a material constraint on economic recovery, infrastructure investment, and climate-aligned development. City officials argue that placing permitting functions under a single organizational umbrella will improve accountability and reduce the handoffs that often stall projects mid-process. What changes and what does not? Under the plan, the city will spend the next 18 months working toward full organizational integration. Early steps include transferring certain IT functions from DBI and the Permit Center into the Planning Department, with no current plans to eliminate filled positions. According to a January 12, 2026 Permit SF Weekly Status Report, the city has already entered a critical execution phase, with training underway for more than 250 staff and several workflows scheduled for a February 13 go-live. However, the report also flags limited buffers between system testing and training as a near-term execution risk, an early reminder that consolidation alone does not eliminate operational complexity. In other words, structural reform improves the odds, but delivery still depends on coordination, staffing, and system readiness. Why this matters beyond San Francisco. While the move is local, the signal is broader. Cities across the U.S. are under pressure to accelerate housing delivery, energy upgrades, and infrastructure projects, often under tighter regulatory scrutiny and constrained staffing. San Francisco's approach highlights a growing policy reality. Permitting capacity itself is becoming infrastructure. Where approval systems cannot keep pace with demand, economic and climate goals stall regardless of available capital. This framing is increasingly relevant for facilities leaders, developers, and compliance teams operating in jurisdictions where permitting timelines are shaping project feasibility as much as financing or design. A quiet indicator of what comes next. The consolidation effort does not change permitting standards, and it does not relax compliance requirements. What it does acknowledge is that fragmented systems create risk, delays, uncertainty, and downstream exposure for both project developers and governments. As permitting systems become more centralized and digitized, expectations around transparency, timelines, and accountability are likely to rise alongside them. That shift has implications not just for speed, but for oversight and enforcement. For now, San Francisco's move represents a pragmatic attempt to align administrative structure with operational reality, an increasingly common challenge as cities try to deliver faster without lowering the bar. You've been listening to Sustainability Soundbites by Environment and Energy Leader. For partnership opportunities, please reach out to our team.